Look at this environmental storytelling. They're teaching us about that character, the character that we just talked to with the bionic arm and whatnot. They're teaching us about this character via her desk here. Like, look, she's an Israeli nationalist. Not nationalist, like... Is that what the term is? Like, you were born in Israel. That. I don't know if I'm using the term nationalist correctly. Here's some background about her, like... Because she's augmented, she had augmented arms, so there's some, like, background about her medical history, like... Stuff, like... Cool stuff like that. And again, it's stuff that they can do a lot more effectively in this, because... It's a much smaller, more contained map compared to the main game. And you can read through your emails, but I'm not going... let's... If you want to read this, you know, pause the video. With games where the compute, like, looking through the computer like that doesn't pause the game, you know, I usually find it hard to bother reading through emails because I don't want to get caught, you know? I might later, you know, when I have some downtime, just flip through the menus and read them all when I have, you know, kind of a frozen moment in time to enjoy them. This is the bad guy's office, if I remember correctly. Like, this is the main villains for the DLC's office, and again, got some environmental storytelling going on in here. And a bit of sequence breaking as well, because later on, you're going to be tasked with coming to this office as part of the main story, because, like, there'll be a retinal scanner you won't be able to get past, so you want to come and take his fake eye in order to get the biometrics installed into it so you can pass it. But if you take it here before you're supposed to...
around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
What a dick. Like, you can just take it on your own, and that will change the dialogue you'll get later when you have to come back and get it as part of the story. Which I always think is really amusing, and also fun that when they take that into account, you know, when you do something and you're like, haha, I wasn't supposed to do that, but then the guys who made the game were like, we knew you would probably do that, so we wrote this into the story, like, we wrote this bit of dialogue to catch you, like, haha, we knew you would do that. And you're like, oh, they knew. Like, they had to take into account the fact that players would probably do that before they were told to do it. Yep, that's good priorities past me. 2 years ago, me from 2 years ago had some good priorities here, getting the hacking. And I should get this. No, I don't think I need that for this DLC. I do need this, though. Yeah, I don't think there is a social boss fight in this DLC, which is kind of a letdown, because that was one of the stronger parts of the main game, was the, like, dialogue-based boss fights where you get into a conversation with someone and you have to pick dialogue options to try and switch. Oh, man! Imagine how fucking rad that's gonna be in Mankind Divided. I'm so hyped for that, because, you know, one of the things people always said about Human Revolution was the, like, dialogue conversational boss fights were better than the actual boss fights, but only because the actual boss fights sucked so much. And they talk about that in the director's commentary, too, about how they farmed the boss fights out to another development studio. which is why they sucked so bad. But curious that they didn't have any dialogue boss fights in this game. In this, Huh, why aren't they... Oh, maybe I have to, like, activate it. No. They're just not marked. I just have to find them on my own. That's annoying, but cool. Yeah, considering that was such a core strength and something a lot of people really enjoyed, it's interesting that they didn't do that for the DLC that they made after the main game, with all of the, you know, lessons that they learned from making the main game.
Access granted.
I guess they made up for it by making a real boss fight that isn't garbage like they were in the main game. I guess they were overcompensating a little bit. Instead of just doing something that everyone already knew they could do again, they decided to try and fix something that everyone hated about the, like, original product, which is commendable. They even mark the ebooks that give you experience, which the main game does not do. They just look like any random book. I think that's one of the only achievements I still don't have, is get all of the ebooks that give you experience points for reading them. Hacking!
Access granted.
So that's probably how, that's probably how Mankind Divided is going to be as well. They're going to... Wow, wish I found this earlier. That would have made that easier. They're probably going to have, like, whatever collectibles that they might have in that be marked in a certain way as well, which, again, is very helpful and convenient. Can never complain about... Come on, let me... There we go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Got Burke's revolver, which is a unique weapon that you can only get here. And funny enough, if you get it here, then he won't use it later in the game when you confront him. Later in the game, when you have your boss fight against him, he'll be using this gun, but since you took it here from his office, he won't have it later. If I'm remembering correctly. Like, he'll just have a regular generic gun, which is fucking hilarious. He's probably like, ooh, that Jensen, like, I'm gonna go get my gun and go take a... Oh, where's my gun? That Jensen took my gun! How'd he do that? Oh, I'm gonna get you, Jensen. Like, Wiley, what's his name? Holy shit. Yosemite Sam, that's it. Ooh, that rabbit. I'm gonna get that rabbit. I wonder if it's safe to use a EMP bomb on this guy just to get him out of the way, because I do want to do some exploring here to get my sea legs back. I haven't played this game in a short while, especially this save.
Enter combat.
That probably counts as triggering an alarm, which doesn't... Yep. Okay. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and say nah on that one, then. Although I do already have the Foxiest of Hounds achievement. Let's show that. Let's show the Foxiest of Hounds. Yep, here we got... Where is it? Do I not have it? I was sure I had it. No, I don't! How do I not have it? The Foxiest of Hounds! And yeah, again, like, the only other one I don't have is collect all the EXP books. But no, I don't have Fox's Hounds. I can't believe that's true. Oh, whatever. This is not the playthrough to be hunting for it. I'll get that one. Yeah, this is not the time to be gunning for that achievement. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, that was a mistake. This was a mistake on my part. I have made a grave error. Have I? Oh, hey, a tranq rifle. Ooh. Do you see me? They didn't trigger the alarm. Which is interesting. Oh. Yeah, obviously the Foxiest of Hounds achievement is a reference to Metal Gear Solid, because the team in that game was called Foxhound. And also foxes are the best, as you may or may not know. You should probably be aware of that if you're going to converse with me. If you're going to converse with me to any degree, you should be aware that foxes are the best. See, the thing is, you don't need to avoid getting the alarmed or even hostile. Oh my god. Condition. You just need to get them to not hit the alarm. If they go to that alarm here on the wall and hit it, then you lose the achievement. But they can still see you and get into a shootout with you, actually. They just need to not hit the alarm and trigger an alarm. Which makes it pretty generous as far as, like, total stealth achievements of that nature go. I usually just like knocking everyone in this DLC, again, because it's such a confined map. I usually just like knocking out all the guards that I can in every area to get them out of the way, so that I can just more or less have free reign and run through the facility and explore at my leisure. Leisure. I don't see the point of doing that. Because there is a lot of fun stuff in this area. It's like, it's such a small, compact, confined location that they're able to fit a lot more detail into it. I don't know if you can actually go back on board the ship or not. Like, proper. There were so many, like, areas. Like, there was the ship, there's the loading bay here, and then there's another area after that. Oh, for fuck asses. On a biscuit? On a biscuit stick? Phew. And aside from, like, this DLC adding this into the, like, actual, like, chronological campaign. Oh, itchy. That vendor, the Irish guy, is the last shop that you're going to have access to in the entire game, basically. Which, I don't know if I mentioned that 2 years ago, man. It's been 2 years, you guys. Man. Foxeh plays.
Time to unload!
Are you kidding me? Come on. Like, you're pulling this shit with me. I don't appreciate it, good sir. Yeah, I'm not going back there. In comas, I'm so sure. Oh, blunt force trauma. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like, there's no more shops, there's no more, like, stores you're going to be, like, you're going to really have access to anymore, like, the docking yard back in China, when Tong was like, okay, well, like, thanks for saving my son, go to this place. And, you know, we'll get you in the shipping container, blah, blah, blah. Like, immediately before this. Like, that was kind of the point of no return. Because after that point, there's no more shops in the entire game. There's no more stores, which makes collecting weapons and items and stuff that you're not going to use, it makes that kind of pointless. Because, like, especially in a non-lethal playthrough, like what we're doing, I think, I don't remember, but I don't like playing this game lethal. You know, in a non-lethal game, you're just going to take every single weapon, and, like, you'll collect weapons, yeah, but you'll never use them, and you'll just you know, instantly sell all of your weapons, your weapons, because it's easy money. It's easy money to just sell weapons and get a huge cash payout, which you can spend on upgrades and ammo for your non-lethal weapons, which are relatively rare. The ammunition is relatively rare to come by in the base game. Like, obviously the guards you're coming up against all use live ammunition, so if you're using the same guns as your enemies, you're going to find ammo aplenty because you'll just pick it off their dead bodies. Which is the issue in any given fucking first-person shooter game ever made, where you usually start out
alive, are you?
with
What are you buying?
like a pair of weapons, like usually in, say, World War II shooter games, you'll start out with like a Tommy gun or, you know, a carbine. I wonder if I should sell this. Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I wonder if it's like, oh my god, you stole my boss's gun and sold it to me. Jensen, you're my hero.
No refunds.
It'd be funny if there was some custom dialogue for that. But, like, you're never going to find ammo for those weapons during the level, because none of the German soldiers uses those weapons. So you're going to instantly drop them and pick up the guns off the first guy you kill, because the weapons for that ammo for those weapons are what you're going to find. And it's the same in stealth games like this, which have non-lethal options, where, you know, you kill these guards and you're using a pistol, or the pistol is like a super broken weapon, actually, because you can upgrade it like a ton, and it's got the most common ammunition in the entire game. Or you might use like assault rifles, which also have plenty of ammo available. Blah blah blah. Like, you kill the guards and then you just pick up the ammo from the guns that they were using. And there you go, you're set. You're being non-lethal and using the stun gun, like me, then you're really going to be scrambling. And that was actually a problem, you know, quote unquote, with the original.
Come out now. I think you're seeing things.
Uh-oh.
I got a man down.
Going for the alarm. I shouldn't have done that.
Where are you hiding?
Okay, let's go ahead and reload. My perfectionism. Oh. I really shouldn't bother, considering it's going to, like, really drag down the playthrough. I shouldn't, like, why'd I go with give me Deus Ex difficulty. Although I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I love that. I love that difficulty. It's like, oh, do you want to just experience the story? Do you want, you know, an average, balanced playthrough with a reasonable or do you want to play the fucking game? Do you want to play fucking Deus Ex, the video game that you just purchased? Then you go with the hardest fucking difficulty, you little pussy. That was sort of a problem with the original Deus Ex, is the only, like, non-lethal thing you had was the cattle prod, and ammo for that was really rare, and it took, at minimum, like, two shocks to take a dude down with it.
Be advised, new personnel should report to Security Central for biometric scan.
What are you?
Well. You know, I like, you can say whatever you want about the pre-animated takedown animations in this game, where you press the button and he instantly knocks a dude out, but it certainly makes non-lethal playthroughs a lot easier. Like, if you wanted to remake the original Deus Ex, you know, if nothing else, I would love a mod or something where, you know, you sneak up on a guy and you can press a button and get, like, a takedown animation. That doesn't seem like it would be a hard mod to implement, too. Because otherwise you're just stuck with the cattle prod, and it's, like, you're not gonna find ammo for that fucking thing.
I think he came from around here. You see anything?
Security credentials must be carried at all times. You may be asked to produce said credentials by security personnel. Please comply.
Why would you hit the alarm? Nothing... Oh, come on. Man, okay, I'm clearly going about this the wrong way. Let's give it a rest and relaxation here. And I guess the idea is like, well, just like 100% stealth it, don't engage the enemy at all, but that's pretty rough in the original Deus Ex 2, to be honest. Like, games that have stealth as an option, but not as, like, the primary focus. Like, you know, I don't know. I've said this during my Splinter Cell playthrough, but Thief and Splinter Cell taught me that stealth is remain in the darkness and you're invisible. So games that, like, are a little bit softer with their stealth mechanics
Headshots. I knew.
Are you fucking kidding me? That was my fault, though. That was my fault. I think I got it down though. I think I figured it out. I think I got my solution to the problem here. A problem here. Well, hey, you know, I couldn't do this before, but maybe I can show how far I've come by cutting down on these offensively long fucking loading times. I'm pretty sure I have this game installed. Why is it taking this long to fucking load? Hope that's something that they fix for Mankind Divided. These loading screens are kind of ridiculous. It's that Bloodborne problem. When Bloodborne first originally came out, it had that problem where, like, ooh, these loading screens are, like, just a second or two too long. Like, oh, it's fine, that's a reasonable loading time, that's reasonable. Ah, too long. Like, it ended just as it becomes that little bit too long to tolerate. You know what make this easier is the invisibility augmentation, which is one that I use a lot, like, especially lately, especially in New Game Plus, which this game has, which I'm very grateful for. I hope Mankind Divided keeps that up. And has a New Game Plus system. The original release of this game did not have a New Game Plus. And this Director's Cut adds a New Game Plus. And it's fucking phenomenal, and I'm super happy. In my regular, like, just playing it for me save, I have every single augmentation. Like, this whole screen is completely filled out and maxed out, and it's the best thing ever. And I'm super happy, and I love that. And you know what? Fuck you, everyone who says, oh, it sucks when games do that. I love when games have New Game Pluses for that reason. Because fuck you, I beat the game.
Any word on when that shipment of mobile turrets is going on to the
I beat the game.
They've been out there gathering dust.
That's how I feel. That's like, when you beat the game, I beat the game. I should just be allowed to just dick around.
No word yet.
Like, oh, that takes away the challenge. I already beat the challenge when I played the game regularly on my first playthrough and beat it. I had the challenge, and now I just want to play it, like, totally broken and totally unbalanced. My reward for beating the game should be, like, a totally unbalanced bullshit version of the game. Oh my god. That didn't go perfectly, but it's still acceptable. I forgot that I had the double takedown upgrade.
Result in termination and prosecution.
Like, I don't get that, oh, maintain the challenge thing. Start a new game, then. Like, play the game normally. Like, start a new save file. I beat the game. I already had the challenge. Let me, like, let me keep everything that I earned the first time I played, and, like, just fuck around, and, like, go through the level 1 areas with, like, maxed out character. Like, why not? I don't see why that's such a fucking big deal to fucking ask. And the Director's Cut added it, and it made me very happy. I'm not gonna bother with that one. And I hope Mankind Divided has it too. Fuck your, oh, we don't want it to be possible to get every single upgrade. Like, okay, it's not possible to get every single upgrade in one playthrough, but if I'm doing multiple playthroughs, like if I'm doing New Game Plus on my, like, third New Game Plus, then I'll get all of the upgrades if I fucking damn well please, motherfucker. So that's always my favorite thing. Like, just having a totally maxed out character, that's always the fucking best. I don't know why I'm picking this shit up. I mean, I can still sell it now, but like, after this DLC is over and like that shopkeeper is no longer available, there's really no reason or purpose to ever pick up. The fuck? Weird how that doesn't trigger an alarm. To ever pick up a lethal weapon in the entire game ever again. Or any ammo ever again, because you're never gonna have a place to sell it, and you're never gonna use it, so just drop it or never pick it up in the first place, because it's totally pointless. So right now I'm still picking them up because I can go sell them, and there is still a reason to have money, because there will still be places you can buy Praxis kits.
Cargo crew to Sector Alpha. Cargo crew to Alpha.
Like, in the very, very, very last area of the game, there's like one limb clinic, and you can buy like 2 more Praxis kits if you want to, which I do. But then after that, it's totally pointless and totally worthless to even bother. Speaking of, have I leveled up? No. Because considering all the turrets I'm running into here, it might be worth it to be able to turn those off. I must break this box! Fuck you! I am your master! Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the mines. I'd never use the mines very much or at all. Come on! I hate you! Why do you hate me?
You may be asked to
Come on.
produce said credentials by
I must
security
break
personnel.
you!
Please comply.
Ah, fuck you. You're an asshole. Ooh, I didn't see this before. I want to finish that rocket launcher before moving on. I'm pretty sure they're all just in this cargo area. Let's see if there's like any hint. Scavenger hunt, you know me. You know me. You know me. I'm a fucking scavenger hunting master. I hunt down the scavengers. They can't escape me. They try to get away, but I fucking take their asses down. Dan. The mice and the bunnies. Anyway. Ooh, look at this. Free Praxis kit. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, might as well have this, because there are a lot of turrets here. Be nice to be able to turn them off.
New personnel should report to Security Central for biometric scan.
Just, like, so I don't have to worry about it. Where would the last rocket launcher part be? And I pretty much have free reign over this area now, since I'm pretty sure I've taken out pretty much all the guards, turned off the turrets here, turned off the laser grids. Like, for right now, at this moment, this area is, like, totally been dominated by me, for me. no cameras, you know. I can just do what I want, rock out with my cock out, as it were, as you're wont to do. That's where I'm supposed to go, but again, I want to finish that fucking rocket launcher if I can. I don't know where it is though. Might have to look that up. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's cut out... I'll cut out all the monotony that led to me... Okay. I actually had to look that one up. Not ashamed to admit that one. I'm still the scavenger hunting master, supreme, though. Let it be known. Let it be known.